Oh gosh. Yum, 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 yum. Look at the size of it. Just to paint the picture, it's not this year's convention, it's last year's convention. It's the last auto assembly, and sat down around a table talking about stuff with people. That's how it works, conventions. You talk about stuff with people. One of the people that I was talking to, I'm not going to say who it is, but if you do know anything about your Transformers or your literary stuff, he's got long hair, wears a hat. We were having a conversation about a toy that I've kind of always wanted and never seen at retail and never seen one for sale or anything like that. And he said, I've got one of those. I don't do my collection anymore. Do you want it? Would you like to have it? And I was like, oh, yeah. And then it never came, and then it never came, and then it never came. And I felt rude, sort of poking, going, you can please. But there are kids playing out the front. One of them's wearing a red sparkly dress like a motherfucker. She must be about 4 years old. Looks proud as fuck. Yes, you can have it. You can definitely have it. I said you can have it. You can definitely have it. It's all good. But then, after reminding a couple of times, I just thought, it makes me a dick grovelling for stuff. And then the box came through, out of the blue nowhere, which made me absolutely elated because... Fishy, wishy, 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 woo! Now, this is a Transformers universe, because he's an Autobot. Depthcharge. Look, not a Maximal. Autobot. What difference does this make? I don't know. I've never read the profile. I've never gone on TF Wiki. None of that stuff really makes any difference to me at all. But there's some very, very interesting stuff that you need to see about this toy. If I may be so bold for a moment, go to your local pound shop and buy one of these. Buy one of those. Buy one of those. There we go. Buy one of those. Take your stupid pound girly brush and dust off your toys. Don't break anything. No fear of breaking anything. Gets in all the nooks and crannies. And then when you're done, you can always do a little bit of blusher afterwards. This thing has got the most delightful paint a Transformers fan could ever want. It's just it's literally phantasmagorical. Look at that tail going down there. And then we'll do the other wing. We'll do the other wing. What? Steady. Look at that beauty. Underneath is just as beautiful. Look at all that gently gradiated, faded, lovely paintwork. You don't see that anymore. You don't see it at all anymore, ever, on anything. This is... I'm looking at me again. This is the exception rather than the rule. This is... amazing. Just think of the toys that we're getting at the moment. Everything is blocky colours. Everything is panel lines. You don't get washes, you don't get gradients, you don't get fades on stuff. You're not even really getting that level of paint when it comes to Takara and that sort of thing. It's such a shame. The other thing I'd like to say about how important this toy is look at how stinking massive it is. You don't get toys of this size anymore. Look. Blur. Blur. Depthcharge. Blur. Depthcharge. Alright, yes, different price points. That's sort of a 40 quid. That's sort of a 20 quid. However, you don't get this scale. You don't get this scale. There's no size class up from what Blur is. Once you go beyond Blur, then you're jumping straight into the Titan stuff, like when in Metroplex, like Fort Max, and the dinosaur one, whose name I can't remember when it comes out. There's no in between. This is... Where did you go? Where did you go, you beautiful in-between price point? Of course, traditionally, the other thing that it still does is it turns into a pretty beautiful robot. Take the eye bits. Tip this up ever so gently. Take the eye, pull it out. Tip this up ever so gently. Take the eye, pull it out. The eyes are going to turn into feeties, so you're going to do that. Split that, so you've got a front and a back. Do that again, split that, so you've got a front and a back. Beautifully, gloriously, lovely, stiff joints. You're going to take all of this white assembly. Can you see how that clicks in? Let's do it that way around. So that clicks in there. You're going to lift that out. Pull it out that way. It's on another ratchet inlet arm. You'll see why in a moment. What we're going to do is now take all of this ratchet assembly that's down here. Focus, hocus pocus. All of that ratchet assembly and move that out so everything now becomes... You're going to tickle it nicely and make it big. Like that. Again, this is where I need to get my makeup brush in because it's covered in dust. The other thing we're going to do is take this, pull it off, because we don't need the tail for the moment. Then this flaps up, which is where you put your puke missiles inside. He's got 4 puke missiles, which makes me very, very happy. And we're going to... You don't get this. The last time I saw something along these lines was possibly the leader class Starscream, because like the back half of him sort of does this. But it's all on this hingy stuff here. So you're going to take this bit up here. Wool. Keep that shut. You've got these here. Can you see you got these? Get out of the way. Ratchet bits here like that. So you're going to lift all of that up, fight with it like crazy. In the focus. Pull it all up like that. You're going to pull all of this forwards, and then that bit here is going to go over there like that, which is unbelievably sexy. Then if you take that and just make yourself some space, then this is on a hinge and you're going to rotate the whole bottom section, and if you listen, it's got clickety click clacks because it's got, that's his race joint, which is amazing. Then it shows you what is essentially the front of the robot mode. Take that, which is your cover panel, flip it over, which leaves you your head. And if I just do that for a moment, hide my head out of the way and just half press that button there. Is that going to work? There you go. Look how beautiful that is. It's a shame his eyes aren't red. I don't like the cream eyes. I'm bitching over nothing. I hate people who do that. But just generally, that is magnificent. What we're going to do is concertina all of that up on itself like that, because we need to get some legs. So that's going to go like that. That folds up under itself like that. Can you see these bits that we had dangling? That's going to go like that. That's going to go like that. Always been a very, very clever way of making a crotch to me. And then because you've got a little T-shaped clip in there, because the camera's going to take a little while adjusting, because that's just what it does. Punch that up forwards so that fits in there. Oh, I never said it was easy, did I? Like that, like that. Push that like that, and then come on, come on, come on. You know you want to. 1, 2, 3. Oh! Clip it all in together, which means you've now got a nice cohesive line. Can we be in focus, please? That, and that is all a nice big cohesive line. So then you just straighten out the legs, bring the toes forward, move the heel spikes back, forward, move the heel spikes back they are extraordinarily tight, like that, which is beautiful. Now we've got to give him some arms. So under here we've got these panels, so we're going to just grab then, pull them out. You've got a slot there and a peg there. Let's click that together. Do the same thing over here. Push, push, push. Pull that like that. Push that like that. Again, something that doesn't happen, which I guess is cool actually these days, because the hands are done in a kind of that fold away hand thing. Flap that up, bring it down, turn it round, push that up, like Terror Dive. Again, flap that, pull that down, move that round, push that back together, and you've got some lovely fisties. We're almost there now. He's got a little bit of crap at the back of him. That doesn't move. It does not move. It doesn't go anywhere. Yes, that is terrible, but there's nothing we can do about it. However, what we can do to sort of cheat that is take the long tail section, pull the long tail section apart, which leaves you with this Peggy Weggy. Take the Peggy Weggy, put the Peggy Weggy in the fisty, and then you've suddenly got a sword. It's a tail sword. Kind of sits there in alright. A little bit worried about losing it because it's not that stiff. We'll get there. But if you take this and put that on the back here, that will become a kind of pseudo stand for him. And that makes life an awful lot easier. That really makes a big difference. It's not supposed to be like that. But by doing that, it means when you lean him back, he's going to lean on this. It's actually an awful lot better. But the beauty of this thing, when it comes to making him into a robot, is you can position these any way you want. Now I actually, how do I do it? I invert them like that. So then you get this big, glorious, beautiful wing arrangement. Because if you've got ridiculous wings, you might as well make the bloody most of them, haven't you? So we're going to do that. We're going to do that. We're going to twist that round like that. No, we're not. We're going to twist that around like that. So we're going to go that one straight up and that one straight up. And then we've got wings like that. So that's sort of one configuration that you can do. Or if you want to bring them up higher, you can go like that, spin them around the other way, like that. Second verse, same as the first. One of those, one of those. It's harder than it looks. There we go. So when you look at him from the front, he's a great big messy mess. When you look at him from the back, that's what you see. He's a goddamn butterfly, look. Paint-wise, he's beautiful. Dust-wise, he's awesome. He's got knees from hell. You don't get this anymore. The size of him, the click of him, the chunk of him, the way the plastic feels. There's an awful lot of stuff on here that is just missing in a lot of today's plastic. Let's get this right. So let's do that, and then turn that down like that. Then you can have the wings poking straight up. Then I am happy. Transformers Universe. Depthcharge. I'm not sure if this is a very good review. This is the first review on the new camera. I'm going to need to be a bit further away, don't I? So I can do this and you can still see it. I've got a dentist in the morning. It's going to be shit.